welcome back to G&G Customs. Right now I'm going to start cutting out this fender. I'm going to cut out just enough to make the tire fit so we don't have to cut too much. And we'll see what happens. Alright, we got the old death wheel on here. Let's see how this goes. Oh yeah, that's where you want to be. I got something for your butt. Just hang on there, little fella. I'll put some torques on you. You don't want. See, the little boat thinks it's tough. If you don't know, I'm trying to get a bigger and bigger one. There you little piece of junk. Snap your little butt off. See you later. Alright guys, we got that whacked off. I'm gonna go to the other side, do the same thing. I'll get back with y'all. Super hard to keep up that hoof. Alright, we got the other tire on. We're gonna lower it down and see what it looks like as soon as Michael pulls the pin on the other side. Alright, that's our initial cuts. Came out pretty decent. We know we're going to be cutting quite a bit more when we flex it. This was just to get the start. We still haven't done the alignment on the front end yet, so I know it's a little crooked. We'll get it all strapped up so that we can flex it. And all right guys, we're gonna go ahead and pull the front clip off and just basically already touch it now. I took our laser and shot it right on top of this tire and put a mark on the cab. So after we get it flexed out, we're gonna measure the difference of where it's at, and that's how much we're gonna guess we need to cut off. Now, if this is the right way of doing this, we don't know. That's how we're doing it.
Would we?
Yeah.
You don't press a button.
I think they're doing terrible. Let's see here. What did I do with that marker?
2, 3 inches.
I just had it.
There's a wire up here on the side of the box. Three inches maybe?
Grab the tape. We'll say it's a little over 2 1/4.
So we'll put the front clip back on to see where we're at as far as the arch goes.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think we're going to have to go any higher there.
Just add 2 1/4 above that tire all the way around. You'll measure out. Probably do 2 1/2. But that's the big thing when you look at is turning it.
Yeah, we're pretty good ways from this at least.
How far?
So if we cut that piece.
In there. That's how far from that bolt? Oh, all the way? Is that all the way? So, in the center of that hole right there, 6 inches. In the center of that hole out.
How about this one's different?
Well, that actually ain't bad.
Well, it don't matter right now, but
Oh, we do need it. Oh, well, we have to flex it opposite direction.
this one turns farther though.
Well, that's good. Well, we don't have the alignment done right now either. So it might make it turn more.
Well, yeah, remember, because that one hits that bar.
Yeah, but they're made to be the same.
We'll see.
They both have spacers welded in behind them.
Mm-hmm.
The exact same size spacer. So technically, they should turn the same. Apparently, I need to get one of those back. Oh, yeah, it's the same. Let's bump that in real quick. Nothing's tight, so.
Put it back down and then,
Alrighty guys, I got it marked out where I think it needs to be. The good thing is we taped it off and we're happy all the way up into here, so we just want to find out the very minimum and then we'll work on looks. Get to play with my new toy that I just got, so it's always fun. Now turn it. That's the real question. Just barely touch the fender. Perfection.
it's not full bump right now, but it's close.
Yeah, it's pretty close. We know we're going to turn it back further, but we at least clear. That's not cutting very much fender.
It's not. Not even better than you thought it would be.
No, not near as bad at all. All right, we got this side flexed out too. So that's our minimum clearance. We're gonna play around with how we want it to look now. We're not sure yet. We also threw the, whatever you call these front pieces in here just to get an idea of where we might want to cut stuff to. Alright guys, that's kind of what we came up with after many hours of discussion. So we'll be cutting right below that blue line. I'll show you. We kind of made a sort of a template of what we're thinking for the fender flare. So it'd be about like that, sticking out. Then we're gonna put some round stock on the outside of that. We'll see how it turns out. This is one of those where you cut once and make sure you're right before you cut it, because there ain't no going back. So it's gonna take a little bit. Alrighty, we got the fenders cut. Got some cardboard taped up there just to mock up the kind of the fender flares. They'll actually be a little longer in the front because there's that little piece of whatever you call it, bottom piece of metal. We got the radiator just set in there. Trying to figure out what we're going to have to cut to make it fit. It does at least clear everything. Only problem we're having is the cap. You can't open it. So we're going to end up having to cut a little bit to make everything fit there. Michael's got a plan on that one. There's the cut on this side. That's what it looks like without the fender flare. I think it looks a lot better with it, personally. Alrighty guys, today we're going to be covering all aluminum with vinyl. So I'm not no expert, this is just how I do it. I like to outline the outside of my part. These long reach pins are real handy on this too. I like marking the holes just because when you spray your adhesive on here, it helps line everything up right to me. Yeah. I just take my pen, kind of a guide to give me a little bit of a lip to fold over. You're hearing Michael in the background installing the steering wheel right now. Now you get that done, you take your part off, you pick it up. Now you just come here and cut the outside edge out. Alright, I got that cut out. Now you need to go in and do relief cuts. But you want to stay a little bit off of your line for your part. Give it enough where when you fold over, you can't see that cut. But you're able to overlap things on the back side. Anywhere you got a big bend, you're going to want to put a V. I would do somewhere you ain't going to see very well first, which is what I did. And test fit it, make sure everything looked good, and then go from there. I'm not a professional for what I'm doing here. I'm just using the 3M headliner adhesive. They're very proud of that though, I will tell you that. And spray this whole piece down. I keep it inside the line, set the other piece on it, and then I'm letting it dry. And then I'm coming back and spraying the edges and folding them over because it seems to be working better. I got one out here. I can go grab and show you. Alright guys, here's the one I did earlier. So as you can tell, it's already glued on. This is going to be one behind the seat, so I used a piece of material that has some stuff in it, but I don't want to waste it, and you're never going to see it anyway. Then you just come through, you spray your adhesive, and fold it over. End up with a nice little edge. I'm going to knock all these out. I ain't going to bore y'all with watching all of them getting done, and I'll show y'all when they're all done. Alrighty guys, that's what it looks like when it's all said and done. To do the little hole, I just did the punch that you heat up, kind of like you do carpet on a lot of trucks. Burn it through, that way it burns off any fray so it can't fray. As you can see, we're just folded over. Some of these are still drying, but just folded it over. So I glued this part, let it dry flat, and then glued the back part and folded it over. We're still working it, but here is the part that goes on top of the dash. It'll kind of let you see what it's going to look like when it's finished. That's the GPS speedo for the Holly. Alright guys, as you can see, it's done got dark, so it's been a minute. But I got the dash done. I forgot to order a vent, so I'll get that ordered and we'll get that in. I'm gonna leave it out because I don't know if Michael's wanting to do anything with the wiring before I put it in. So I'd rather wait and find out from him for sure. And then I got all the other pieces done too. So I think it came out pretty good overall. Looking forward to seeing it in there. I got I don't know if y'all gonna be able to see it though. Got the top part of the dash installed. Got one more bolt to put in over there. But gives you an idea. Alright, that's it for today. It's 10 o'clock at night, so I think I'm gonna go home and go to bed. See y'all tomorrow. Alrighty guys, we got the dash installed. I'm gonna turn the key on. Okay, everything's working. Alright guys, we got the dash all wired in. We're gonna crank this thing up, and then I'm gonna try the transmission for the very first time, and hopefully it's good. Let's see what happens. Oh. There. Alright guys, that's it for this week. We got the front stuff cut out. I had to order the metal. We're still waiting for it to get in. That's why we went ahead and worked on the dash. See y'all next week.